Not a lot gets done without volunteers. You know, no matter what the situation, you need volunteers, nonprofits, whatever it might be. And as you can see, even when it comes to fighting fires.
That's dangerous work, too. Well, one of the big concerns as we've gone through the days of the big county-wide fires is the health of our animals. So we've invited a veterinarian to join us, Dr. Avi Shaprut. And forgive me if I butchered your last name, doctor, but we're so grateful you're here because our animal friends, our companions, our big animals, I mean, there's some big concern about their health at many levels.
Yeah, there is. Certainly air quality is the biggest concern, but also for the evacuated pets, the stress and dehydration that occurs at evacuation centers like Qualcomm Stadium.
Now, you can't put, or at least I don't think, you can put a mask on your dog or your cat the way you can put on yourself. What do you do to keep your pet from inhaling those very damaging small particles?
Well, what you can do is largely limited to where you are. If you're lucky enough to be back at home, for example, you could try, well, certainly keeping your animals inside. That's regardless of where you are. Sure. There are certainly air purifiers, ionizing and not, like of varying expenses. Certainly making sure that there is just limited exposure to ash. A lot of cats with respiratory problems may need veterinary attention. There are inhalers that can be rigged for animals as well.
We're looking at a video of some of the evacuated pets with their owners, fortunately, at the Del Mar Fairgrounds, and they look so adorable and everything. But you were talking about the stress. Is this guy, for instance, he's in unfamiliar location? Look at these guys. They look so forlorn. They're safe, but what's going on? Are they afraid? Well,
I mean, you could tell certainly from those pictures. You don't need to be a veterinarian to tell that those dogs aren't quite so happy. But they really do pick up quite a lot from people around them as well. So even just something as simple as keeping a positive attitude, not letting them feel as much of your stress. Just a lot of love, attention. If you have anything you can create into a play toy, then that is something that they will enjoy. That will lower their stress just the same as it would for us.
If your home is okay, how important is it to keep them on their normal routine, feeding times, letting out times, that sort of thing?
Well, the closer you can keep their normal routine schedule the same, it's going to help them. They're going to feel like nothing's changed, and again, they're going to pick the stress off of you. So anything you can do to cheer them up will probably also cheer you up, and vice versa. So if you can just give them a little extra play time, a few extra treats here and there, they'll really enjoy that. That'll go a long way.
Little ear scratching and a tummy rub.
That's right.
That's right. That's what the doctor's ordering.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Shaprut. Thanks for coming on.
Remember, we had Dr. Druck on earlier, a psychologist, who said, yes, comfort your pets, but let them comfort you, too.
Exactly.
Works both ways.
Yeah.
Sure does. All right. Thanks, doctor. Appreciate your time. We're going to check on the latest situation in Fallbrook with Elizabeth Sanchez right now. Some people.
Well, as the evening wears on, maybe you're making plans for tomorrow and make some decisions based on the weather. We better check in with Lauren Nancarroll because he's got
the weather guy.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He is the weather guy.
And if you're making decisions at home with your pets based on things you've been hearing here, see, I get extra privileges. When they have someone on the set who's interesting, I continue to ask them questions as they head out of the studio. And I asked Avi, Dr. Shaprut, when he was here just a little while ago, specifically about birds, since we have an outdoor parrot. And he said, no, parrots are particularly, all birds are particularly susceptible, and he used a great analogy. He said, remember the canaries in the mine shaft? Since they could detect, by falling over dead, carbon monoxide and other toxic gases or noxious gases more quickly than humans. That's why miners used to use them in cages in the mine shaft. So if you have birds, if you have an aviary outside, bring those birds inside, or get them little tiny masks, because they're not going to do well. We've got a little weather change coming.